Welcome to another video from Rickster570. So, Reign of Kings Beginner's Guide. So I've made his character, joining in the game. So you start off on a beach, as you see, and it looks like it's night time. So I'm on one of the main central servers. So first thing I want to do is probably collect a few resources, but also not be seen as well. So to pick up items, you hold E, as you see, and that's nothing. So we're going to get ourselves some rocks. By the way, when you start off with a bandage, so heals yourself at 25%, a torch, and a drifted club. Now it does damage of 5 to other players, and you can also use it to gather resources as well. So first thing we want to do is collect as many rocks as you can, and also start bashing this tree to get some wood. Now it is quite popular, this server, so I will need to be keeping an eye out while I'm gathering my resources as well. So as you see, this is going up by 2, and if you notice there, this is -1 tax. So this is 5% tax, as the king, some Chinese dude, has put it to 5% tax, so it takes 5% of whatever resources. So every 20 wood you get, it will take 1 piece, and that goes to all resources like wood and stone and flax, etc. So when it is on the ground, you can scroll your wheel to do an overhead hit, which will actually get a little bit more than 2. It does take longer to do, as you see here. Overhead does 15% more damage, but takes 20% more time. Stabs are 15% faster, but does 20% less, which is that one there. Scroll up on that, scroll down for overhead, and right click to do the swinging. So get the rest of this tree. So these rocks here will give you between 2 to 5. So you find these on some hills like this. Now these ones here, even though they do look bigger, are only 1. So all you get is 1. However, these type ones, between 3 and 5, or 2 and 5. Say 4, say that one was 2. That's it. I like these ones, again 1. Those all look like green, it's just 1. They do look bigger, but these are the ones that you need to get. Obviously you can pick these up as well. They're the ones you want. Right, oh look, there you go, there's a crab down here. So what I'll do is overhead, kill the crab. Now the crab's dead, but we want to continue to bash this until it disappears to get all the loot. So you can see at bottom right what we're collecting there. So as you see at bottom right, I'm sure you can already guess what they are. So you've got your stamina, you've got your water, so your hydration, and your food. So I think now it's tab to go into your inventory, and on here is the manuscript where you can make different things. So at the moment, so these are type of building blocks. So first of all, you get tier 1. Pretty easy. You can actually bash that down with actual weapons. Same with tier 2. So you get sticks. So you collect a few sticks and you can make yourself some spruce blocks and clay for your clay blocks and etc. Well, what you want to do is get onto tier 3, because the only way you can break tier 3 is with siege weapons or siege weapons. So what we want to do though, first of all, is make ourselves a harvest tool, make ourselves a stone hatchet. So we've got everything we need. We've got 10 flax. That's very important in this game. You use a lot of flax, even in the end game as well. Wood and stone. So these are the things we need. This is what we've got. So we'll make one of those. Cut down trees. And next thing really we want to do is make a stone pickaxe. We need to get some more flax. So can do is while we're looking for some flax, we're going to get some stone. So you get flax in 2 ways: by killing animals or getting these white bushes, which we'll go look for in a moment. But gathering as much stone as I can, because like I say, I want to go straight onto tier 3. I don't want to waste my time getting loads of wood onto tier 1, because when you die you go into a sleeping bag. You don't actually exit the server. So people will break into your wooden base, get your stuff, kill you, and you come back and dead. Got no stuff left. Your base might be still there. They've just dug 1 or 2 blocks to get in, kill you, grab your stuff, and then escape. Or even in my case, to take over and sleep in my base. So now I always opt for stone. It's a lot of collecting stone, but it is worth it. Especially if you're going to play on the server for a while. Oh wait a minute, what am I doing? We've got us stone hatchet there. So you can get the wood from the ground as well. As you see, this does a lot more damage. Harvesting 6, damage 3. So to humans, you still, like other players, you still want to be using your club. But for actual resource gathering, you're going to use this. It's still an alpha, so you'll get that sound. Still a few bugs in the game, but good thing about alpha, it's always progressing. New updates. They've already announced alpha 20, so this is alpha 19. Already announced alpha 20 and a few things on there, so you can check that out on Steam. Or you can also buy the game as well, if you've not already bought it, that is. I'm guessing you have done, if you're watching a beginner's guide. Found yourself some carrots on the floor, as you see there. So they give you 500 calories, 250 ml hydration, it's 5% healing. So that's always good to eat. So we could eat some of them. So you can't scroll through your inventory. You need to use the hotkeys. So that gives me a bit of food and a bit of water here. Oh, and while we're on the topic of food, these berries are very, very good as well for at the beginning. So come over here, hold E, and you get the thing. And you can also hold E and get the bush as well. So you get the sticks to make them blocks that I was showing you earlier. Again, they're only tier 2 though, just to keep that in mind. So you see there the sticks, and probably won't even use them, to be honest. I might actually get rid of them. Save maintenance, yeah. So these do 200 calories but 500 hydration, so they're really good for keeping you hydrated. So as you see, it's swinging there, it's going up by 6. Give or take. What to do really, instead of chopping down here, because as you chop, it breaks off down here, you want to come to the top. Right, and then you don't have to move. You'll still get it, and it just saves you walking up and down the tree. So as you see, these are the white bushes that I was talking about. So you pick these, get 10 flax. Again, very important. Anytime you see them, just grab as much as you can. So one thing about this game is there's no way while you're in game to find out who's in game with you. So obviously you can see when you join the server how many players there was on. I believe I'm on one of the main servers, so I believe there was about 12, 13 when I joined. Luckily we've not bumped into anyone as of yet. Ooh, some more berries. And so yeah, when you're in game there's nowhere to check. You can press T. Oh no, you press enter. Sorry, you press enter to chat. And as you see, over you can just say who's on, and people will either announce themselves or not announce themselves. Now I'm one against announcing myself, especially until I've got myself a base and some better equipment, at least some clothes and some armour. So now we can make ourselves a stone pickaxe. Although we could do with a better weapon. We're going to make ourselves some javelin. So these are good to kill animals. So you get a batch of 3 for everyone. So we're going to make 30. Got ourselves a bit of wood. Also, we can make ourselves a fire. So we can eat that, cook that bit of meat that we've got. And while we're making that, the next thing we want to do is make a workbench. What a workbench will do is give you more access to other crafting equipment. So more advanced items and building materials, etc. So we'll do it in the background so you can continue collecting your rocks. So as you head inland, the more inland you get, you will come across people's bases. And here's this one's base. There's a deer over there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna equip these. Gonna go get yourself some meat and some more flax. Now, it does take a little bit to get the hang of, but it will bleed out, so long as you follow it. You can even hold them and collect them again. I'll wait until we've killed it before. There you go. They've just disappeared. So, and what you want to do is you want to get a single one. Get your bashing stick out. get them resources. Don't forget, keep bashing it until it disappears. Ah, we've got some leather hide, so that's what we need to get to make a creche. Now this is what's going to protect your area, which we'll get to. So it's disappeared now. We'll get to that very soon. So we've got a deer club. See, and what that does 9 damage. So we're going to replace that. So that's a good find, is that? So be his new bashing stick for now. We've got some more flax, so we're doing all right on that. We've got a bit of stone, not as much as I'd like, but we could do with getting a bit more wood. And we've got ourselves some leather. So what we need to do is we need to build. Being moved up here for Alpha 19. The crest. So as you see, use to claim and conquer an area. This allows only the owner and guild members to place and pick up building materials, including doors in the area. Crests also stop and block items decay in crest areas. So you may only have one crest placed at any time, and it cannot be replaced more than 10 meters above terrain. Adding wood, stick, fuel to a crest will prevent the crest from decaying. And obviously crests can be made invulnerable for a short time by adding a tribute totem, which are these things down here. Which that's pretty late on game. I've got enough to make a crest. Because you need 10 bone, which we've got from his animal, 1 leather hide, and 100 wood. So we'll make that, and we'll go chop some more trees down while that's making. So I'm going to make myself a workstation. We've got ourselves a fire, and this is going to expand our crafting items, building materials, and more advanced stations as well, which we'll get into later on in the game. We just need the 120 wood, so doing that. So as soon as you get onto this road, it's a good road to follow. Not only is there a lot of rocks you can pick up, and you will get to the throne this way. I normally just skip these ones because there's that many of these. What you can do as well while you run through here is grab as much flax as you can as well. There you go, look at that, wow, son's been busy building that. So I believe that is where the king is. That is where the king is. It's where the throne is. It's not normal like that. It's normally empty, but someone's obviously being busy. Well, the king. So as you see, the throne's over there, and I like to build up here if I can. There's someone already built over there. There's loads and loads of stone around here as well. These are the stone nodes. So this is what we've got as pickaxe for. So we can get 250, I believe, off one of these, and I believe it's about 8 minutes. The between 7 and 8 minutes they will regenerate. So let's see if we can get away with getting this stone before anyone sees us. So you can walk around while you're hitting. Just make so. Alternatively, press C and go into third person. Not a big fan of third person myself. I've got myself quite a bit of stone now. What I want to do, first of all, let's get out of this view for a minute. So we've got someone over there. Ooh, look at that. We've got someone over here. Now this is good. This is really good for us. Because hopefully there's no one going to be here. And what we can do is we can use this equipment. Oh, let's check if there's out in here. Well, there's not in here. Let's be honest, it's all going to be... Yeah, I'm sure everyone's robbed that. So these are the fires upgraded, which I'll go through soon. So when you go into someone's area, as you see, this is being conquered by Magic Trash Bags. Magic Trash Bags Guild. Right. Anyone here? Doesn't seem to be anyone around. This is good. He's got a bow and arrow. No, we ain't got anything to really, any space to make out. As you see here, he's got wooden thing, which means we could get in. I'm gonna be nice. Okay, nice. I'm gonna be a nice person and not enter it. Oh, we're hoping his crafting table out here. So as you see over there, there's a little town. No, there's some oddly shaped creatures that will attack you. They are the only NPCs that I've actually come across, and they're in that town, around that town anyway. Now, the one thing is around that town is iron. So for now, rather than building a structure straight away, I try and find somewhere a little bit sly where we want to build. You can double click and it'll go in your spare inventory slot. So I'm gonna try and build here, because first of all what we need to do is, so as you see here, we can build more items. So building materials, we've got down to tier 3 now, so we want to get onto tier 5. I was mistaken earlier, it was tier 5. That's what we need to get onto. However, we can't get to tier 5 yet, because what we need to do is upgrade this. So to upgrade this we need 55 flax and 90 wood, which we have, so we can get that upgraded. What we need to do is we will need to also upgrade our campfire. In fact, we don't have to upgrade our campfire, because we could go use one of those. That will do. In fact, if we've got the equipment, what do I need? 25 stone, we'll upgrade that. So from that, upgrade, and so is this. That's upgraded once, so now we can make even more stuff. Obviously the building blocks don't actually do, but we've got other things we can make. Again, like I say, we need to upgrade one more time to get onto tier 5. So this time we need 80 wood and 4 iron ignites. So this is where I now pick this up. So then we would do that to upgrade it more, but at the moment we don't need to, so I'll just pick that up. What we do need to do is we need to get some iron, so I'm going to eat these cabbages so we've got another slot spare. Well, the iron's down there. While it's night time, I'm going to see if I can sneak down. So you can actually unequip your items as well by pressing the same hotkey. If you press a different hotkey, like a blank one, like number 5, it doesn't work. You need to actually press the same hotkey that you was using. So hence number 3 to get the pickaxe, and then 3 again to thing. So we've just entered Dewey's guild. So that's this guy here who's just made a building. So he's got tier 5. There, you see this stone. So we wouldn't be able to get any equipment to go, you know, nothing melee could attack that. We couldn't get into him without any siege weapons. Hence the reason why I do try and go a few nights without building anything. Oh, that's one of them creatures. You see? Far distance. Gonna try and stay away from them. Aha! I was on the right path all along. But we got to see one of them creatures, so that's, well, in the far distance. That's where I would like to keep him for now. Equip his pickaxe. And let's get some iron. So as you see, we got 250. So it is 250 for the iron and also the stone nodes. So iron nodes and stone nodes, you get 250. Before they, you can get more, but it's just one hit then. So I've got myself enough iron for now. I'm gonna run back to this base hopefully before it gets to daylight. So I'm gonna save my stone, and I'm gonna use one of these since they're here. But obviously, if you don't find one, it's 250 stone to upgrade that into one of these. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my iron in there. So right click and then double click and it'll go in there. What I also want to do is hold E to turn it on. Like so. See, that's now crafting. So 1 is 5 minutes, it's going to take 22 and a half minutes. So all we need is enough to make 4. That's all we need, and then we can do rest later. So it's, as you see, it takes 10 bits of iron to make 1 bit of iron ignite. So I'm going to upgrade that. So that'll take a minute. So that's now been upgraded. We can upgrade it again, but we don't need to at this stage. So this is revealed tier 5 and tier 6. Now tier 7, sorry. It's jumped, hasn't it, there. Tier 7's a bit out of his league at this moment in time. So we want to make as many as possible, because this is what we're going to make our base out of. So in Alpha 18 it used to be 30, so with the new update of Alpha 19 it's been dropped to 25 for each block. So 25 stone for 1 block. So we're going to be able to make, let's make 65. So what this also does is, cobblestone blocks are made, so we can put them in. I'll also show you this, it releases armour as well. Now at the moment we ain't got much equipment, but we'll make ourselves some leather trousers. I can just show you on here because we need to pick this up. I need to take them out first and then it'll allow us to pick it up. So put these down here and equip them, so it gives us some more defense. I'm no longer naked, which is nice. Now there is, like I say, there is a way to free your camera and look around your character. I don't know what it is because I don't use third person, but for the people who do know what it is, please drop a comment for others, just in case they don't know what it is. I'm going to be really cheeky and I'm going to build right next to these and claim these to be mine. So if you see here, it won't let you build next to it until you get so far out. I'll press the wrong button for start. Right, so it's right to drop a block and left to get rid of it. Now, as you see, it won't let you build now here, so what I'm doing is finding out So for now, I just want to. I think I'm going to build around. I'm going to put his wall. So what, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you can do is you can click here and drag, hold and drag, and it makes it a bit easier. I'm just going to do a small area just to begin with, and you can actually take these down again. So obviously you can expand as you get more stone. So look at that, we've got enough to make a 3 by 3 by 3. So 3 by 3. See, 3, 3, 3. Yeah. So we've made a 3 square. This will mean that we can, first of all, we'll push crest in, and we will protect this land for hours. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on this side. So there you go. It will take a little while for it to be conquered and be mine. So as you see, it's conquering. What we'll do now is place some wood in there. So we've got 5 days of protection while that wood's burning, otherwise it decays. So put 2 bits of wood in, we've got 7 days decay protection. So that will protect my land for 7 days. So I need to make sure that I'm back on the game and putting more wood in. I wonder what the maximum is. 8 days. Cannot add more than 8 days at a time, so actually you can own a land for 8 days without having to come on, and then it just decays, and then people can just place blocks on your land and get over your walls and etc, etc. So we can now log out, and well, once this is conquered we could log out and we will be safe for the morning, and no one could attack us, this place is safe, etc, etc. And then to get out, do is just make a hole. So as you see, the yellow line is my area. So I am a bit cheeky, and I've taken these 3 stone nodes. And what I will be doing is get enough stone. Yeah, that someone's going to come and stab you in the back. So we've got another 3 lots of stone nodes there, so that's 750. Now I am going to just protect myself by, oops, not destroying that, by placing box. Right, now what we also need to do is, one thing I nearly did forget, is we need to make ourselves a bed. Can't sleep in this bed, but like most survival games, this is your spawn. Otherwise you just spawn randomly back at the beach. So make yourself a bed. Now I don't believe our house is big enough for the bed, so we may need to, well, if you're logging off like this you should be fine anyway, but if you wanted to continue playing the game, then we need to try and put this bed down. What you can do is, it shows that you can't do this, but there's a little trick. If we get rid of this and the joint. No. And voila, we have his bed in his 3x3 square. And we're nearly halfway conquering. So guys, now it's conquered. If you want to, you could literally close off and head off for the night. So guys and girls, that's everything. Beginner's Guide of Reign of Kings. We've got a spawn point. We're in a protected area that no one could bash down without sage weapons, as this is at Mark 5, the stone. So it's a 3x3 wall we've made, or cube, and we've made ourselves a crest. We've put ourselves 8 bits, yeah, I think it's 8 bits of wood to do 8 days, which will protect this. So I could log on in 8 days, well, 7 days, and it will be still protected for an extra day. On the 8th day, it will start to decay, and people will be able to then build on my land, etc., and knock these down. Thanks for watching, guys, and happy gaming. So what I've also done is I've made myself a chest. So I've made myself a chest, which you can make without having, you just make this in your basic stuff, i.e. not needing a table, and it allows you to have so as you see, I've just made myself a wooden chest which is 8 slots to store some items. What I'm also going to do is make a bone axe as well. So this does 8 damage. Same with this, but instead of bashing, this does bashing and slashing. So it's very good at player versus player, as it cuts them and makes them bleed, which means they need to bandage or they bleed out. So we shall make one of these, just in case we do come up with another player. I'm going to get rid of the bash. I'm going to put this in there. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put some stuff away. So if I do die, at least I've still got my valuable items. Oh, you can double click on the items to put in your chest as well. I actually don't know what that does. Might as well keep his leather hide. And, oh, in fact, keep that on us, because we're going to make some more ammo. Oh, I need to get some flax. Should have kept that on us. Yeah, I might as well keep that on us. We always could do with flax. What I'll also do as well is I'm going to close my spawn bit. So if I do die, at least I'm spawned in there. I'm not going to get, no one can get into it and attack it, destroy my bed. So we'll make a chest bit next. And we've got 2 left. So I might as well make some shoes. Yeah, shoes and some gloves. There you go. And don't forget, you need to put these in here to put them on. So it does reduce your speed. Obviously, I got clothing on now. It's weighing us down a little bit. So we can go now hunt for some food and other things. But at the moment we've managed to have enough already. All these carrots we've got. What I do want to do is, before logging out, I want to finish this wall. So we'll get that done now. So look at me all levered up. Got some gloves on. So as you see, as I'm finishing the last bit of the wall, you'll notice there's a gap in there. But don't worry, nothing can come through. They may be able to shoot you with a bow and arrow, maybe. No, they will be able to. There's no maybe about it. That will come through. And if they do hit you, they do hit you. But for now, it means that I can get the rest of the stone in peace. I know that no one can come and attack me, especially with a melee weapon. The only way they can attack me is by either a sage weapon or by arrows. Now as soon as I cover that block them, then they can't even get me with arrows. So as we're finishing the last bit of the wall off, look at that. We are now safe inside our walls. We can safely get as much stone as we want off these. As you see, that one's just regenerated. So we have 3 stone nodes. Got ourselves a workbench. Got ourselves a fire. In fact, we're going to upgrade this fire. And we've got some meat, so we can have some food. So I'm just going to get some berries as well. Eat them berries to get my hydration up. Something I dropped earlier, might as well pick this up just while I was moving things around. So as you see, we can, oops, can't go in this way. Go in this way though. As you see, I've improved it a little bit. I've moved the chest over here to try and cover the floors up. And we have as bed, and we now have a wooden floor. And this is our crest room. So as well, you can also make, because we're not going to be able to rely on berries all the time to keep yourself hydrated, and we could do with water as well. You can go to the river near the king, i.e. the throne, but what you can do is instead click on your station and you can make a well. So we just need a bit more flax to make a well, and you've got unlimited drinking supply water. Some nice clean water. So we've made his thing now, so we can now craft his iron, which is in here. But that will be for another video. So thanks for watching, guys. And just to make sure we are protected, we're all safe for the night. So thanks for watching, guys. Happy gaming.